Hello, welcome to Divinely Different Tarot. I'm Ashley Dawn, and I'm going to do a collective reading for you guys today. Figure we could smoke some happy, do a little reading, see what's going on with the collective. I've already tried doing 2 videos before this. I don't know why, I just can't seem to finish a pick a card anymore, but I just can't. So I'm just going to do collective readings right now. I was also doing the pick a card reading. I was doing pretty good. Like, I got to pile 2, and then I heard stop doing it. So I was like, why? And the answer was collective readings, and I'm like, okay, so we're gonna try it out and see how it goes. When I first started reading tarot, I did not like doing collective readings because, like, it's because the collective has one main big energy, right? I mean, we all have it, but, like, it's hard to explain. It's not easy for me to always grasp it or to understand it, which is why I used to do pick-a-cards. Why I love to do pick-a-cards usually is because, to me, the pick-a-cards is specific energy. Like, it's something I could almost grasp in my hands. Like, it's something that in my mind I can hold on to and I can read. But to me, for the collective, it always just seems like so much to try to understand. But you do what Spirit tells you to do, because Spirit runs your life. So I'm going to do it. It's just, I'm a little hesitant because it's also, like, it's the collective, so it's technically what I'm feeling too. I'm like a very personal person. I don't like to share my personal stuff a whole lot. Like, I don't mind every now and then, just a little bit, but I feel like some things should be private. And I also suck at explaining things. So far, all I've done is pull some tarot, Light Seer Tarot, for those that want to know what cards I use. I also pulled some life purpose cards. I pulled the deck out. I don't know if I'm going to use it. And then this is the whole reason I wanted to read today, is I have been working on this deck of cards for, like, I don't know, it's like a few days now. Could be longer, who knows. My time is not the same as everybody else's. But it's going to be like this big one day, okay? It's going to be a big baby. But, I haven't got there yet. I haven't even finished the first fucking index deck. I'll get there. But I wanted to bring it in because I wanted to, I want to play with them. Like, we're working on them for a while now, and I'm excited to use them. And they're like messages, keywords, zodiac signs, time frames, hair color. Like, it's literally all kinds of shit. And that's what I wanted it. It's because everything in one, instead of, oh, I'll use this deck of cards, figure this out, I'll use that deck of cards. I'm tired of doing that all the freaking time. So I'm like, I need one deck that has everything in it, and I can just continuously go to it. And if it's a super big deck, so be it. That's just how it is these days. I'll just put it inside of a box, sit it right here, and pick it out like that. That could work out, right? So that's what I figure I'm gonna do, if I ever get around to finishing it. Anyways, so what I've pulled out so far for Light Seer Tarot, I got Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and Strength is in reverse on the back of the deck. Not feeling very strong about the situations. Not feeling very, I feel like they're, alright, let's just start with the first card. The first card, Knight of Wands. To me, this is wanting to be happy with a decision that you've made, especially when I see the Strength in reverse. It's like not happy with a situation that's going on, or a decision that needs to be made, or with what's going on in life in general, it's like you're not satisfied with what things are going on. You're not feeling strong about the situation. You know, you're feeling really weak about it, really. Like, and I don't even think it's like a weak in that sense of the word. It's more like confused, not not seeing all that you can see. It's like only seeing one aspect of something. Feeling very vulnerable. And I feel like it's talking about like your money situation, which is so fucking weird. It's because like the last few weeks, okay, so I haven't been able to do a video in a couple weeks because I have a lot of stuff going on at my work currently. I've been taking on a lot of extra shifts and so forth. It's not intentional, believe me, I don't want to be there, but like, it gotta be. So that's what I do, you know, and I feel like I'm not happy in that situation of where I'm at with the job. Like, I like the job, like, I think I'm phenomenal at it. There are some people that I genuinely enjoy's company, and like I want to help out, you know, and I'm really good at it. So like those are things to me that are nice, you know. Plus, don't get me wrong, the pay is nice, the benefits are nice. I got a 401k. I never thought I'd have that, dude. I did not think I'd be where I'm at right now. And that's what I try to remind myself, you know. So like, but at the same time, I know it's not somewhere I should be. Yes, it's given me all the money that I want. It's nice. You know, it's really nice. It's nice to have it, not to worry about things for once, being able to enjoy things. But at the same time, there's something missing. And that's what I'm seeing here. So, like, it's interesting. And that's why I was saying I don't really like reading collective because it's too close to home for me. But I do feel like with this, it's like, it's not just talking about that. It's not just talking about being satisfied with where your job or with the money, but not being satisfied. Being satisfied with the money, but not being satisfied in the what you're doing. You know, it's like there's something that's missing. Like, and it's not like, it's so close, but it's not quite there. Like, if that makes sense. Like, for example, I always thought I'd do something teaching wise because you know, people love me. Don't know why, but they do. And yeah, I do. I'm awesome. Who am I kidding? But like, no. So people have always been drawn to me, and I like to teach people. I'm not very great at it, but when you find the right words, sometimes with certain people, that's exactly what they need. You know, sometimes you just need a different perspective. And you can't, not everybody can always do that, but an Aquarius, they will tell you every single fucking which way it can possibly go. Because that's how we think. That's, you know, how we're supposed to, you know. And I feel like that's why I'd always wanted to be a teacher. I thought I'd be very good at it. And then life happened, and it didn't turn out that way. But now, in my 30s, I am currently doing a job where it's not what I expected, that's for sure. But it is teaching. I do teach people on a daily freaking basis. That's literally what a part of my job description is, teaching, you know? So, like, it still turned out to be that way, just not in the way that I had thought, you know? And it's like, it's the same thing for y'all. It's like you're doing something, but it's not what you thought it would be, and it's missing the satisfaction right there, you know? So it's just some little homework for you. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm just saying it might help out. Pros and cons lists are phenomenal. It's how I basically decide a lot of things in my life, you know, because there's a lot of pros and a lot of cons to a lot of things, but sometimes you can't really see it. You have to write it out, and as you're writing it out, you'll start to really see if something really is a pro or if it really is a con for you. Like, what's a pros cons list? I don't know who asked that, but I'm a little surprised you don't know what one is. A pros cons list is like the good things that come with it, the benefits that come with it, and the cons of what going with that decision, like the things that are the bad things, things that are a huge drawback, the don't want, you know? So, like, and that's what you're looking for, like, especially when it comes to something you want to do for the rest of your life, to earn money, to earn your income. I feel like you're doing a lot of soul searching, trying to figure out what that is for you. Like, there's nothing wrong with being satisfied with where you're at either, with being happy with the money, even though it's not exactly what you wanted, it's still pretty close to it. It's like you're also allowing yourself to be okay with how it's turned out, which is phenomenal. For a freaking great job. Props to you, man. High five, because that shit's not easy. Go you, for real. But I feel like it has to do with something at home. That's where some of the unsatisfaction relies or remains. It's like in a home situation. Maybe your life, your family, or who you surround yourself with is not what you had pictured when you were younger. Like, I feel like somebody's not satisfied with it's like it is the home life, okay, but it's like how it's come out. Like, you always seen yourself being, I don't know, maybe it's the general thing of what everybody expects, which is the getting married, having kids, having a good job, and then but you settle down, you end up getting married, having children, and it's like your life doesn't look like that, and you wonder why sometimes. Like, you wonder how it didn't turn out that way. But it's interesting because a lot of the time, people that are very talented in certain ways, like, and this is just my belief, they don't live a normal life like everybody else lives. And what the fuck is normal in the first place? Why would you want to be normal? That is so boring. Okay? Like, I don't understand why. Like, I'm getting to the age where I did think I would already have children by now. And I thought, like, I'd be, like, well, no, it's not even, like, I don't know. When I was younger, I thought I'd be stuck in the tiny trailer park that I grew up with. And I thought I'd get knocked up by one of the boys in the trailer park and be having a lot of kids by now. I didn't want that to be my life. I never wanted that to be my life. I didn't want to be like all the other girls in the trailer park. I wanted to get the fuck out of there. But I didn't know how to do it. And I didn't have a family. Like, all of the family that had money didn't talk to my family, like my intermediate family. So, like, we were, like, blocked off from all of that. So I didn't have a way of doing it unless it was for myself. Unless I went out there and did it my damn self. I didn't until I hit my 20s, but still I did do it, and that little bit, that change, I refusing to be what everybody else was that I saw around me, that is what pushed me into doing something different. And I saw that people have done it, and I read, like, but I didn't do a lot of research, but I just jumped for it, and I just did it, and it changed everything, and it changed everything in the best of ways for me. Like, there are things that I regret about back, I wish I could have done back home. I wish I could have spent more time with my father before he passed, but I mean, I think that's something everybody thinks about, and I think that's something that, like, we have to continue to do. My father is also a huge reason of why I left too, so that's a different story. I feel like you want to find what it is that makes you happy, what could be perfectly happy, satisfied with what you're doing, satisfied with your home life, especially when it comes to the vision that you have. Just because somebody else puts a vision in your head doesn't mean that's the vision you need to have. Like, I don't feel like it's the vision you have for yourself. What is it that you truly want? What is it that you're looking for? Like, I feel like that's something you really need to think about, because your vision is not going to be the same as everybody else's vision. I'm going to use Divine Purpose cards. That's, I think, why I came with the cards, is because I need to see what it is that you want to do. That's so crazy though. Like, it's just so interesting how life, how life works and how tarot works too. Like, you'll be sitting there and you're like, well, I don't know what it is that I want to do. And then something happens, like a little thing here or there. Like, you hear, the radio, you hear a commercial and it's like, going to school to get your education. And it's like, maybe that's what you should be doing. Or like, there's a contest for blah 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 blah, and to win an RV. Maybe traveling something that you want to look into, something you should be doing. Well, let's see what the collective should be doing, what they want to be doing. Whoa. Alright. So this card flew into my lap. It was like the first thing that came out, which is artist. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. So I feel like that's something, I get it. All my life I've been told being an artist is not the best thing to be, even though that's what the fuck I am as an artist. We're always told, especially if you don't grow up with money, that being an artist is not going to get you any more money, and I get it, from a parent's standpoint. I get it from even an adult standpoint, as living right now, like, you have to have some kind of a money, but the universe always provides for what you need. And the problem with being a human in this day and age is that we are shoved so many choices of what to fill your time with instead of what we really want to fill our time with, Like TV, games, music. Well, yeah. You could also listen to music and do other things, though. But, like, TV, some people, yeah, we can multitask, but you also get really sucked into it. Like, you're really into it. And then there are millions of other things, too. And then choices. When it comes to choices upon choices. What kind of food do you want? Instead of eating these certain things because they're good for you or you need them, like, or adding little things here and there that are fucking natural instead of filling yourself up with pills that aren't going to fix anything. Like, I feel like there are so many options that are available that the one option that we always truly seek that is within ourselves is always hard to see because of all of the other choices that are around us. And you do consider the career possibilities that are open to you, and it says options. Like, that is something you have many, that is hard for you to see the one that you want and the one that you find fulfilling. So this is what I'm trying to see, is what you as a person would find fulfilling. For some of you, it is being an artist. Just because your parents have told you or others have told you that you won't make money at it is not true. You will make money at it. The money will always provide for you. Now, I feel like some of you have addictions and it's hard for you to give that up, like give certain things up in order to make it with what you have, like, for example, like, you have a certain amount of money for bills that you have to pay every single month, like your rent, okay, your rent is always a set thing. It doesn't change. Your rent is one of those things that never changes unless it's the beginning of the month and they change it because they're assholes, that kind of a thing. So, like, I feel like in this scenario, it's like you will sell something for exactly the amount that your rent is, but you have addictions that you need to feed in order for you to feel like you need to continue doing or continue living. And because those addictions are taking from you, it takes away from your rent money, and it's like the universe is giving you exactly what you need, gave you the exact dollar amount that you needed for your rent money. but you have these addictions that are taking from that, so it's hard for you to get all of that. So it's like you gotta hustle in other ways. And I feel like that's where this job came in for you, is because you don't have to hustle in other ways. This works for you. I feel like your soul's crying for a different purpose, though. We have justice. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. For some of you, the justice system is what's calling to you. It may be hard for you, for some of you, especially. I feel like some of you don't have like the background, or not the background. Yes, the background, because it's the schooling. They're saying the schooling. Some of you may not have the schooling. And it's interesting when I had said earlier that if a commercial comes on and it might be like, hey, you need to go back to school. Hey, you need to go back to school. That's something you might really want to look into. Now, first of all, you're never fucking too old to go back to school. Alright? The best thing about being older and more mature and going back to school is because you are so focused on your goal, exactly what you want, that it feels like it takes less time to get to it, because it is a goal that you truly want and you are interested in, and you pay attention because this is something that you need and something that you want, you know? And I feel like when we're younger, we lack that. We just want to play. We want to fuck around, you know? And I feel like that's what you did, you know? And you've also experienced life, for in some cases, like I'm getting single parents, you know? You can still go to school and do, you know, and take care of your kids and have a job, you know? Go online courses. There are so many great schools that have online courses for you and that you can graduate with. And you can use that degree to do whatever it is that you truly want, you know? Especially when it comes to this justice, because I feel like some of you, I'm feeling a lawyer, somebody wanting to be a lawyer to protect, to help those that need it, or just because, like, I'm hearing incarcerated. Somebody could have been incarcerated for you, that like you just wanted to try to help them out, but it's like you never had that, you know? I even feel like you have a lot of knowledge on the justice system, but it's like you don't have the background to back you up. So pick up some online courses, you know? Do what you can to slowly get to where you want to be. I also just saw 2 2 2 2. I think I said 4 twos. That's what I was going for. But yeah, so like I feel like that's something that you might really want to look into, is going back to school and joining the justice system. For some of you, it's quitting your job and actually just going for being an artist. We also have books here. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. Editing books. Like, I see somebody reading lots of books, but I see a lot of errors in the books. And I feel like this is something that you want to really do, that you truly want to do. But it's like something you never knew how to go about doing. It was something you were always afraid to go for. I also see somebody like reading lots of different kinds of books. It's like once you like the book, if you like the book, then it becomes published. You're like, oh, publishing. That could be something that you end up doing, something that you want to do. And it's like something that everybody is always like, oh, reading books all the time isn't a job. It's not worth it, you know. And it's like you find a really great job in publishing by reading a bunch of books. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. I feel like you're like looking into a crystal ball, trying to decide where it is that you want your path to lead to. And it's like you're not sure where it's going to lead you to, because realistically, nobody knows where it's going to lead to. But it's like you're really starting to see things form slowly but surely. It's like, but like you've really got to look within yourself and figure out what it is that really works for you. Because like everybody, oh, I love that this came out. Everybody has a different dream. Everybody has a different career path. But you know, you 1111, you are the only one that truly knows what it is that you want. You are the only one that can go for it too. Like, I feel like your dreams are really pointing to what you should be doing. We also have writing. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. Which is like, we saw books, so maybe you really want to write a book. It's been something that you've been thinking about doing for a long time, but it's like something you've always held back from, or you never really had the time to do it because you're always concentrating on everything around you. I feel like you've really been getting a lot of things done lately. I feel like this is the year that you're going to get a lot of shit done. Like a lot of things you've been putting off, or been putting in the background. It's like a lot of that stuff is going to be getting done this year, especially writing. For some of you, you've been wanting to write a story, a book, a song. You've been really just wanting to write in general, and I feel like that's exactly what you're going to be doing, is you're going to be writing. I heard a novel. When you write, you have a voice. Like, your voice is very pronounced when you write. And, I feel like your voice is, like, so genuine and so authentic that, like, it's something that really needs to be heard. Don't be afraid to share your gifts with others. Now, I'm about to grab some charms, so if you're listening to headphones, you might want to turn it down for a second because it's a bit loud. It's really right next to it. So I'm going to grab some charms now, and get some charms to help you out. See, I feel like whatever you end up choosing to decide to do, you will have the money that you need for it. Everything that you need is going to be given to you. It's like going to be like a windfall as well. It's like, this is literally a wish coming true, If you make a wish, it's going to come true. And it's like you're the one that's making this wish come true. And I do see music here, like music like being written. So I do feel like you might be writing some music, or like I do. I see that. I see the writing the music. I see the lines, and then I'm seeing music. Literally the musical notes being, and then I'm also seeing lyrics underneath of it. So you may have a hidden talent for such things. And there is something that's also hidden from you, some kind of a message that you just can't quite grasp, And it's like, at the end of the day, you can almost hear it, you can almost understand it, but like, I feel like you're the only one that's blocking yourself from this. So, I do feel like there's trouble headed your way. Somebody could be a Taurus, and they're a very lucky person. This person is very productive, they get a lot of shit done a lot of the time. But they also have a way of them, like the way that they speak, that's very authentic to themselves, but it's also very blunt. This person has no tact whatsoever. Like, they're just blunt as fuck. But they're also they're more bark than they are bite, but they have a lot of bark as well, is what I'm also getting. This person could have been born in the 90s. You're Noel. Lowell. I swear, I just heard my dog crying. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not happy about that. So, that was a personal one for me. So, I'm gonna have some fucking words with that. Alright, let's grab these. Let's see if there's any messages in this, and then I'm going to go. Do I have anything? one of them is flipped over. Alright, I'm gonna change these up because I don't like doing it like this. It feels so much nicer this way. Somebody who's unhappy in a situation, they could have blue eyes. Psychic, good looking. Yo, let's work together, not be distracted. Pisces. Everyone is talking about you. Surprise visit. Is that a Gemini? Capricorn. Abandonment issues. Your boss. So many dreams about you all the time. Sometimes you're all I think about. Cancer. Miscommunication. I hide my feelings from you. An ex of yours. All I think about is you. Coming towards you with a love offer. Still miscommunications. Cancer. This is a soulmate. This person gossip and envies about you. They've called your name during sex with another person within the year. They're going to come towards you with a true love offer. But that's not for everybody. And a lot of signs came out on that one. It's a shame. Because all I can think about is my dog. So, that's all I've got for you. It was pretty, straightforward, So, for those of you that need to go back to school, go back to school. Trust your feelings and your dreams to guide your career path. I do feel like you have a lot of signs that are pointing you to what is speaking to you. Somebody should definitely go into publishing. Somebody should definitely go into the justice system, writing, being an artist. You have options that are available to you. Don't be afraid to look into them. Yeah. Don't be afraid to go for what it is that you truly desire. Don't be afraid to go for your dreams. But this is all that I have for you. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below. Otherwise, that's all I got for you. So, I'll see you until next time. Bye!